Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I don't know how many people we have on because we can't see. You were all able to join. We are coming from Dixon Group's showroom today in Seattle. And I know we have people in Washington and Idaho on. So hello, everybody. This is the wonderful Miss Jennifer Dixon.
Hi.
And she's going to start off. We also have today Jody Feiner, who is our creative director of S. Harris, as well as Carolina Gentry and Beth Dotolo from Pulp Design. So hello, everybody.
Hi.
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 For people who are attending, if you have any questions, we do have our wonderful Kate responding to chat questions. So please feel free to post your questions.
And she's here in
anytime.
the Dixon Group showroom with us. So if we're talking about something and you want to get a sample, we'll get that for you. She'll get that ordered up.
Yeah, get some memos.
That's right. So you talk about what's going on that they've designed a collection, or do you want me to just jump into it?
Let's just jump into it. I'd love for Beth and Carolina to be able to talk, and Jody to be able to talk about it.
Okay, so we're talking about your new collection, and we're just going to start off with asking both Beth and Carolina, can you guys talk a little bit about kind of what inspired this collection and share kind of the design process that happened to make this come to life?
And I would include Jody in that question.
And Jody, please, anyone?
Beth and Carolina are more interesting, so I'm just gonna let them talk.
Don't worry, Beth will answer the question.
It's true.
I will say, I'm just gonna say travel as a main inspiration, and Beth will elaborate on that.
She is like I'm the one that always talks during this. She just pipes in when she feels like it. No, but so we had our first collection with S. Harris, and the whole collection was based around travel. This is like 4 years ago that we started the whole process.
Seems like yesterday. That's so crazy.
Yeah, I know it does. And it was super successful. It's still available. Designers are still incorporating it into their projects, and it's really fun to see how they're using it. And so when Jody came to us and we started talking about a second collection, that we geared it a little bit more towards the hospitality market, and wanted to also bridge the gap between residential and commercial. And so at the time, we wanted it to be travel inspired, but we also wanted it to be inspired by places close to home too. And then, of course, at the time, we didn't really realize how important being close to home would be when we launched a collection during a global pandemic. So that was a super fun experience. But it's been doing super well. And I think overall, what we really wanted to do is we wanted to have, like, the first collection was all about statement fabrics. It was statement fabrics inspired from places all over. And then the second collection is sort of weaving that through, but also weaving some things closer to home, and also bringing in statement textures, things that were super durable, usable. We also wanted the collection to be able to have fabrics that you could build a room around, but also have fabrics that you could use in any application. So we've got sheers, we've got amazing textures, like, you know, something like this fabric behind me here, that's our Hollywood Heights fabric, but I feel like that's a statement texture, because it's a texture, but it's also like super, you know, the colors are really diverse in there. It's just super beautiful. I love that one. So yeah, I mean, that's sort of the story of the collection, and we're super happy with it and excited to see how designers start using it in their projects.
Wonderful. So you just mentioned this is your second collection with S. Harris. What do you feel you learned, or what changed from the first to the second collection?
Well, the first collection, I think, was you know, we really wanted it to be a lot of statement fabrics, but I think what we felt like was missing was a ton of upholstery fabrics. So I think we had a lot of great, like, pillow fabrics, a lot of window fabrics. We also had a lot of good upholstery fabrics, but we wanted to build on the upholstery more. So I think that's one thing that we kind of wanted to take into the second collection, is have things be more upholsterable and more durable and usable, because that's how we design for our clients. We want to make sure that things hold up to kids, hold up to grown-ups who entertain, grown-ups who drink red wine, you know, like, so we just pets, you know. So I think that's what do you think, Carolina? Is there anything you feel like, I mean,
I
been
agree.
an amazing experience.
I mean, I feel like I feel like the second collection, I mean, well, really, if you look at it, it does have some bigger patterns, but I feel like some of the patterns are a little tighter. So they kind of free to solids, even though they do have a pattern to them, where some of the other ones might be bigger. Like in the first collection, you know, we have some like really bright colored embroidery type fabrics, very impactful. But I feel like it has a wide variety of different types of textures and patterns, which allows designers to play with and mix and match, and definitely it has a story, the color story, which is nice for blending together. And I don't know. I mean, my favorite fabric is the Dresden and the Pocara. I feel like they're so interesting, and you can mix them in different types of styles. So you can go modern with that.
Pocara.
Yeah, I just think that's so fun. I think that you can do a headboard in that, or you could do a pillow. I mean, you can do you can layer it with, you know, some of the other
Yeah, we did like we did some
patterns.
cute little ottomans for a client just recently in these, and they're adorable.
Even, you know, if you look at the pillows back there that Beth has in the office, you know, Hidalgo looks really good with that too. Like, it's just a nice layered effect, even though it's like pattern on top of pattern, which, by the way, is a super big talent to do. But I think the collection is really nicely
I think that's one of the things that
blended
we're
together.
like, yeah, I think that's one of the things that we as a design firm do pretty well, is blending patterns. And so I think patterns to us are super important. So it's fun to have things of different scales. You know, I think that's one of the things the collection has is different scales that can be blended really well together. It's been fun to actually design with them. You know, like when you're, you know, we go through this whole process with Jody, who she's like super involved, way like almost more involved than we are in getting the collection out, you know, pulled together and working with the mills and everything on our behalf. And then, you know, we go through this whole process and we're looking at the textiles like sort of in a vacuum. And then when we actually have them and get to start really designing with them, it's actually been super fun to start really putting them into projects and seeing different applications that we, you know, different ways we can use them. And also, like, honestly, Caroline and I have been saying this for forever. Like, you know, we have been customers of S. Harris's our entire career, back from when we were in the hospitality commercial sector and now in high-end residential. But it's been fun to see how our designer friends and how other designers are using our fabrics in ways that we didn't really think of. So it's just really fun to see how, like, different applications that designers are putting the fabrics in. It's fun and inspiring to us too, just to see that. So it's been a cool experience.
Well, love that.
So that was actually my next question. You guys have kind of, so thanks a lot. You guys have kind of a specific, it's like this aesthetic that we absolutely love. So, but how have you seen, like, some of your, like you said, designer friends or other designers using the product?
I mean, it's cool because we've seen it, like, a lot of the fabrics can be used in a really traditional sense. Like, we have this one fabric called Osaka that looks like this, like, sort of like this Japanese inspired like leaf. And it's just, you know, that can be put in a super modern setting, which we've seen it done that way, but it also has been put in super traditional settings. I think that's one of the things that we love about the collection, and we also feel like it's a reflection of our brand too, is that, you know, we do have a specific pulp sort of aesthetic and something that weaves through all of our projects, but we also, from a stylistic standpoint, we can design within any style, but there's always a pulp thread through it. Like, when, you know, a lot of people will always say, like, I knew that was a pulp project, even though it's super traditional, or I knew that was a pulp project when it's super modern. I haven't figured out what that is and why people can tell yet, but I mean, we have a vibe. But I think that's why we love the collection, is because you can use it in so many different ways. You know, it can
Yeah,
feel
and we've seen people use it on draperies, like the same fabric on a chair that they use on drapery. They've used it as accent banding somewhere. So it's interesting how people apply it in different ways.
Yeah.
Sometimes ways that I wouldn't have thought myself, which is crazy, but I love it. I
so fun.
Which is so, I mean, that's what's so great about design. You know, everybody sees it in their own way.
One of my favorite pieces is a piece they have here at Dixon Group, which is the Kismet kit. It's on a little poof ottoman. Poof ottoman is fantastic. And I don't think I can pick it up, so I won't. But
lift it.
That'd be funny. We've got one right here. I can probably lift the camera, but it looks amazing. This could be dangerous, guys. But
Right
can
there.
you,
No, there's pillows over it. Go to that one.
okay. And that one's got my mask on it, but it's just different, but it looks amazing. And we've had
And on
so
that
much
round ottoman
interest
is
in
so
it.
fun.
So I love seeing different ways that it can be used. And you guys are amazing at layering fabrics. Like you're a
Thank
really good
you.
example of that. Laying pattern and just making it look.
I mean, I think
Pattern.
that's probably because we're pattern addicts and we just can't have one. You know, it's more part of our problem, not really like something that we've learned it by having a design problem. So it's so funny.
We all have that. Call it because you're like, oh, that's pretty. No, that's that.
I know you have to like,
put it together.
Kind of.
Exactly. Can we do it all? Can I do one of each? Answered, but what, Jody and Beth, what are your favorite fabrics from this collection?
Hi guys, I haven't said hi to everyone yet. Nice to see you all. Thanks for including me today. Well, this collection development has been so fun. It started in Palm Springs when Beth and Carolina and I met. I think it was like in the lobby of a Hilton Garden Inn, and we had a really fun like conversation over turkey bacon and avocado, and we were just exploring.
I remember that.
remember buffet.
Yeah, we were exploring all things pattern and design and how to really ignite change in the industry. And so I consider this our foundation. So for the last few years, what's been really cool is to see how patterns have taken off in different seasons. And I would say the Hidalgo pattern was one of the signature and statement patterns of the collection and has proven to be a bestseller. And then really through the Pulp collection, S. Harris launched prints. And we have seen a lot of really beautiful success with multicolored prints, small scale multicolored prints. One of the patterns that has been really loved is Old Cairo. And so those are my two favorite patterns because everyone loves them the most. So
yeah,
I do love Hidalgo. That's probably my all-time favorite of all the fabrics, collection 1 and 2. But out of 2, I like the Dresden and the Cara.
Yeah. I feel like it's not like, I don't know, the Leopardo, I think from the second is my favorite. I think probably because it's most usable. I think I found a way to put it in just about every project, including my own home. So it's not like, I mean, leopard print is not anything new, but it's also something that's really hard to get right. It either looks super tacky or, you know, like it just doesn't feel right. And so like Caroline and I have always been historically picky about animal prints. And so this is one that I really love.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, you know those animal skins that become iconic through the industry. Like we feel like Leopardo is like the next iconic skin. And so it's really about showing it in ways that, you know, people relate to it, like how you guys are sitting on it right now.
Yeah, I love it. And then as far as Dresden goes, I actually love Dresden. I should have been prepared. I'm going to grab this right here, but we had it made into a wall covering and I love it. I think it's like killer. We designed the set to promote the second collection, and we had it made into a wall covering, which is now available. And so it's just like this super cool sort of graffiti type pattern. You can't see the whole thing from this,
and
but
it's a larger scale in the wall covering, which is really dynamic.
It's a large scale. And then we also had Pokhara done in a wall covering as well, in more of like the neutral color, the dune tone. And then we also had the Years wall cover fabric done in a wall covering, which is just like this super subtle, like textural wall covering. And it's like a pattern, but it's all like wipeable, cleanable, awesome for bathrooms.
And that's on the S. Harris website. And it looks really great installed, like in a vignette, just if you want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, super statement. I love it.
I was going to say about the Leopardo, which is my favorite fabric before, and for those of you that maybe jumped on after we were chatting a little bit, I think that a lot of us have this in our house. But one of the cool things about it is the scale is bigger than a regular animal print, which I love. I think that adds so much interest and makes it fresh. And
It's also random and organic.
Yes, it's not like everything's exactly.
It's not, yeah, it's not like perfect.
Yeah. Jennifer, what's your favorite? What's your favorite, Jennifer?
Yeah, I'm sitting on it.
I do love it. It's like a classic. It's a classic. It's a new classic.
Leopardo for everyone.
Yes.
Leopardo for the people.
Who joined the meeting today will be put in a raffle, and somebody is going to win this gorgeous pillow.
That's fun.
Pulp Designs.
Awesome.
Very excited about that.
Should we just we're going to do a little plug now to remind everyone that all of the Pulp product is hanging and available here in the showroom. We, in addition to having it all hanging on the wings, we also have a peg wall of all the new products, just the new Pulp product in a grab and go format. And we keep running out of everything, but we keep getting more. So if you are in a hurry and you just want to come and get something from the new collection to, complete a job, or if you just need like one of everything to keep in your sample library, we're here for you. And you can actually type in the chat if you need something sent to you, or we're open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and we're here. Like, we're wearing masks when we're not on video, but we're here and we're ready to serve you with whatever you need.
And if
I will say too, go ahead. I was going to say, I will say I was in the showroom, like 2 weeks ago or so, and everything was super safe. Everyone was wearing masks. If there are any designers out there who are afraid to go in the showrooms, I would know that everyone's taking super great precautions at the Seattle Design Center. We shopped it for hours and felt super safe the entire time. So it was fun to be back out and like textile shopping in showrooms again. So it's been a minute.
And it was nice to see you in here.
It was nice to see you too. And it was nice to see Kate too.
Yes. And she's running the chat.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate. Questions for any of the team, go ahead and send it to the chat. I'm going to run over, check with Kate really quick and see if there's any questions directly to Beth or Carolina, and I will be right back.
Awesome.
Okay. Say something. Say something? Okay. I might try to walk everybody over to the... I'm not really good at technology. I just wanted to show you. You've seen it, but here is basically the whole new collection is at a decent enough picture.
That's nice.
That's kind of the whole collection, just in a really easy format by color.
How fun is that?
You can see the blanks where we need more.
It was fun to see that when we were in to see like what fabrics customers were gravitating towards and like which ones kept running out. It was very Pacific Northwest. It was like lots of oranges were gone, lots of like the neutrals were gone.
Yeah. And there is like right now, I think we're still out of the orange and what's that one?
The haystack velvet.
Yeah.
Haystack velvet, like Leopardo, they literally can't keep it in.
That's awesome. That's cool. And like, I mean, while we're sitting here, I do want to show you, I feel like this is one of the more underrated fabrics that I feel like everyone needs to see is this Hollywood Heights fabric when like on frame. It's just so beautiful.
It really is very rich looking.
It's so rich.
It has so much depth to it.
That's the
and
thing.
We are seeing some of these rust tones coming in as being very popular right now. That's definitely a new trend. It's like, a lot of people are staying away from gray and maybe doing things that are a little bit warmer than that, like more of a grayish, taupey colors mixed with some rusts and browns and olive tones. So it's nice to see a change.
Yeah, it's fun. It's getting kind of a little bit more punchy, I think, but still soft and soothing.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining. We really appreciate it. I think that the designers got a lot of great information. And thank you, Jody, for joining. So nice of you to do that all the way from Tulsa. And again, if you need any help with anything, finding any of these fabrics, they're at Dixon Group. Jennifer's here, Kate's here. I'm here once a week when I'm in town. And you can also reach out directly to me at Fabricat. Anything else?
No, thank you so much for hosting us. This was
Thanks
super
for
fun,
having
super
us.
easy. Yes, and if you guys have any questions for us, if anyone has any questions, just shoot us. You can always direct message us on Instagram at Pulp Designs, and we love chatting with people. So it's fun to just talk to other designers sometimes. So feel free to reach out and ask us any questions about the fabric.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I'll make sure everybody has the Pulp Instagram as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you. Have a great
Bye-bye.
week.
Thanks, you too. Thanks so much to everyone.
I think the host has to end it so we can leave, but we can't end it. Okay. Was that okay for you?
That's nice. Short and sweet.
Come on. No, all they see is my hand. That's attractive. Does that feel good? See, it wasn't that bad.